From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier cultural choice.
American Unique. American Unique. Let's get American Unique in here. All right. What's up, American Unique? Oh, what happened to you, American Unique? Let's get you back and let's get Muhawa, whatever your name is.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Where you from? How to pronounce your name, bro?
I'm Rewa.
All right, and where you from?
Zimbabwe.
All right. Shout out to Zimbabwe. I've been out there to Harare. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And I enjoyed the people out there. So what's on your mind?
I was just listening to you when you were talking about African stuff, right? It sounds like there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation, right? Because
like what?
The narrative that you're putting across is Africa is really bad, but Africa is 54 countries, not one country, 54 countries. That means...
Let's slow down. Wait. Let's slow down. You said the narrative that I'm putting out is that Africa is bad.
Yes.
The caller put out the narrative that Africa is bad. I didn't say anything that Africa was bad. When you talk to the people from there, they say how bad it is. The last caller I had was talking about how fucked up he said it. But go ahead.
His country is fucked up, not every country. I come from Harare. You said you've been there before. Did you see how beautiful it is out there? Did you see how nice houses, even the best cars you can ever see in Hollywood, they are driven in Harare right now as I speak, right? So it doesn't mean out of all the countries, 54, everything is fucked up. There are countries that are fucked up, I understand, because there was civil war. But there are countries that are actually doing well, right? So because of the narrative whereby they just group everybody, Africa, 54 countries, into one and say, if one place is bad, everything is bad. No. If you go to South Africa, if I can tell you, my brother, I can direct you to YouTube. There are so many Black Americans that are settling in South Africa, Johannesburg. And I can tell you countries that are giving citizenship to Black Americans right now. If you talk about Ghana, I can give you the list. Ghana.
Without no.
Okay. You can disagree all you want, but I'm going to direct you to check it out. Ghana is giving citizenship.
Let's slow it down. Because see, y'all start talking fast. Let's slow it down. Ghana ain't giving dual citizenship. See, y'all do this game.
It is. If you want to take your passport,
a right to abode. They have something called a right to abode, and there's a lot of red tape. And then there's Black people moving over there, and they're getting their property taken. They're getting their homes and property taken in many instances. It's not what you make it seem like. No, they have a right to abode.
Let me explain first, then incident.
Hold on. No, I ain't hearing this. I'm going to explain too. And certain countries over there, you got to have a big bag of money you got to drop off in order to get dual citizenship. So that's not real dual citizenship if you got to have a big bag of money to drop off. But go ahead.
All right. Okay. Let me finish up, then you can cut me off, whatever you want to do, right? Ghana is giving citizenship. Eritrea is giving citizenship. Sierra Leone is giving citizenship. And Gabon is giving citizenship.
No, they're not, unless you have a bag of money. You got to drop off $40,000, $50,000. Tell all of it, bro. Don't just sit here and say that and don't put it in context.
Where the hell do you go and get an easy citizenship? You tell me.
Here.
No way, man. Do you know how immigrants go through to get the papers?
Here.
Do you know how they go through? No, you don't know, man. You don't know.
I do know. What you mean I don't know, dude? You got people just walking the hell over here and getting papered up without nothing. They come over here with flies in their pocket and they're getting hotels and all types of prioritization, dude. What are you talking about? They're getting free citizenship here in America. That's why we have a problem with that.
Can I explain? Then you can cut me off, right? Let me explain. I know you got your own narrative, but I'm going to explain you as an African. I'm just going to give you information.
But don't sit here and say all of these countries got all this dual citizenship and you leaving out the fact that you got to have about $50,000-$60,000 at least.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain to you. Let me explain fully. You're cutting me off so that you don't get my whole sentence or you just cut me off. Let me just explain.
Don't tell a half truth though. You better put it all in context, brother. Put everything in context. But go ahead.
That's what I'm trying to do, but you not give me the time to do it. Right?
Go ahead.
Your narrative is a kind of half-baked. It's not full-baked. Your narrative. You're just generalizing everything. I'm just telling you to get. I have American citizenship. I have Canadian citizenship. To get it is hard. Don't think that I got it for free. I stayed 8 years in the States before I got my citizenship.
You didn't have to come dump off $50,000-$60,000.
You think when I came to States, what I was doing? I was a student. My parents were paying my tuition fee.
You didn't have to drop off $50,000-$60,000 is my point, sir.
How much is the education in America, the tuition fee for your undergrad? I'm asking you right now. How much?
For an international student.
For international.
We're talking apples and oranges, sir. No. You came over here with 2 nickels in your pocket because foundational Black Americans created a lane for you to come over here and get that. You can come over here with no money down and come up. We can't do the same over there. We got to have a big bag.
Let me tell you, the people who are coming with no money are the Spanish South America that are going through the border. I flew to America. I didn't come through the border walking. There was no caravan that coming from Africa. So your narrative is kind of biased. South America, the Spanish people.
You didn't have a whole bunch of money. Y'all come over on student visas. You don't have to have a lot of money.
Yeah, but I'm paying 3 times as much as American student. That means it's expensive. My tuition fee was 3 times as much as a local student.
Dude, they got DACA programs that African immigrants can get a part of too. There's all types of other immigrant programs.
Your narrative, you might go with that narrative, but the truth is remaining the truth. I'm just letting you know that.
No, don't act like there's no programs over here that will underride whatever college tuition you have. Y'all get up in these HBCUs over at Howard University and in all these places that were designed.
No.
Don't you play that game. Don't Ubuntu. You're not gonna lie. You're not going to lie. Y'all African immigrants are all up getting scholarships at these HBCUs. Y'all get all types of money that was supposed to be for us. And there's all types of money. Y'all pop over, hey, I'm a nigga too. And y'all get them scholarships. Y'all get Juneteenth money. Y'all get all types of money. Don't act like y'all just came over here and nothing got popping for you.
And if you let me speak, then you can get what I'm trying to say. But if you cut me off, you are lying.
Yes, because you ain't about to Joloff-splain. You're not going to Joloff-splain. You're going to tell the truth here tonight, brother. Go ahead.
Let me speak. If you keep meeting me, how am I going to speak?
Ubuntu, start speaking.
You're the one who's interjecting me. I want to speak and let you know the truth that I have about me, myself. Because you asked me about me. If you Google Harvard, you will see African students. They're getting there with HBCU. They're getting their free money. They pay. Maniga, they pay. Most of the people who come from Africa, their parents have money to pay for the tuition fee. The people who don't have money are coming from South America, Mexico, whatever down there. All the South America, they're coming in caravan. Africans, they're educated and they come with their money.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Well,
so you stop lying to people about this bullshit.
Why are there so many Africans over here? If there's so much money, why are there just thousands of Africans over here driving Uber?
Africa. What do you mean? The people who don't have money are the Latinos. They're coming on the caravan and pushing through the border. They can money those guys.
Africans.
Africa, they fly to America. They don't come with a bond. They don't walk into America border.
You're flying and getting Uber jobs. If you got so much money, why are there thousands of African immigrants driving Uber and working minimum wage over here?
I know you have a bias over Africans. It's all right. Spanish, you can't see them.
No. That's a legitimate question. You're not all coming over here papered up. A lot of you are coming over here working at the Waffle House, working at Walmart, driving Uber. Where's all this money if you're talking about all this money? Where's the money? Babatunde? Hello? Okay, I don't know something. I think he dropped his phone off into some injera bread. I don't know what happened.
Stop muting me, then we can have a conversation. We can have back and forth. You don't have to mute me.
I didn't mute you that time.
All right, cool. Let me tell you something.
Why all these African immigrants coming over working?
So why you don't talk about the Latinos that are coming through the borders walking through?
No. We don't deflect. Don't deflect.
No, I'm not deflecting, because you seem to be only Africans, but I'm just letting you.
No. You said y'all have money. Y'all come over here and you already have money. Then why are y'all over here driving Uber and working minimum wage by the thousands? How you getting over here? You're not muted, dude. Now he playing games with his phone. He's not muted.
Come on, man. You're muting me. It says red there. It's actually indicating on the top. You're muted. Dude, so what are you talking about? Stop lying people that you're not reading me. Okay? Right. What I'm trying to tell you is, my brother, no matter how you heard about Africa, is the richest country in terms of minerals. Where do you think they get the minerals from?
Okay, then how come you're not over there using the minerals?
Do you know what I do? Do you know my profession? Do you know where I am right now? Do you know I'm not even in the States right now? I'm in Canada right now as I speak with you. But I listen to you because I didn't like America and I walked away from America.
And okay, why are you not over there in Africa using all of those minerals that's in the billions? Why are you not over there getting all them diamonds and golds and all that? You're not muted. Go ahead. Don't act like you're muted. This dude is not muted. Now his phone. Now when you ask him,
me, man. If I take a screenshot of the mute and then send it to your inbox, then you can see that you're muting me.
People,
or pin it up on Jumptron there, because you are lying that you're not meeting me. You're meeting me all the time when I want to say something because you want to talk over, like you know. Let me tell you, brother, you don't know much about Africa, and you said you went to Africa, and then you talk bad about Africa. How is it possible?
Not over there. Why are you not over there with all the gold and diamonds?
I fly to Africa every year. I'm flying. I got 3 passports: Zimbabwean, American, and Canadian.
Then why
do you get it? How do you get it?
Why are you leaving so much?
Some of us, we want to explore the world and see it. My parents are rich. My parents, they're everything. So you are the one who's...
You're not exploring. You're fleeing, sir. You're fleeing and babbling. Why are you not staying over there with all the diamonds and all of the rich eyes? Y'all telling us about all the rich eyes, but you're not over there with the rich eyes.
You said initially you're in Harare. If you are really in Harare, that means you're blind. Because if you're seeing what is in Harare and what they drive and everything, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying right now.
Hold on now. Hold on. No, I've been over there. You got some people who are living good, but everybody ain't balling out. Now let's not go there. Harare is nice, and you got some people who are living in nice homes. Some people driving nice cars, but everybody ain't balling out. Now I've been to some of the outskirts of Harare, and I've seen some huts and shit like that. And you got some middle class, some ballers, some low income. So you got different types. Don't act like it's Wakanda though. Let's not do that, because I have been all over there. But I'm asking you. You're talking about all the riches and all of that. Why are you not over there utilizing all of the riches? And all you're doing is deflecting. You keep deflecting. You keep not answering.
I'm not deflecting. What I wanted the narrative is for you to change and say they have good part about Africa, and then you can say some other, even in America. I've been in the hoods before where people can't even walk in the streets because they're scared of getting killed. This debate, and I've seen people who can't even read in the States. Who can't even write in the States. We've never gone to school.
Where?
Everywhere. In the States.
Where?
I lived in field, my nigga. I'm gonna let you know where I live now. I lived in Philadelphia. I lived in Baltimore. I lived in Charlotte. I lived in ATL. I can tell you the places that I've been and the roads that I drove my car, my nice vehicle that my parents bought me. So you are lying to people there. Whatever you were on, stop lying to people. America is not all that too. There are people also were suffering in America.
Are you trying to say that Atlanta and Philly was like some of those places in Africa? Is that what you're trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm just letting you know, America is not all that. There are people who are suffering. They wish they were born somewhere else because they can't survive there. There are people who are homeless. So stop lying about America and talk better about.
Dude, if you don't stop, that's why you coming over here. If it's so bad, we're not complaining. We're not leaving. You're the one who came over here. So don't sit here and try to sell the Wakanda thing and you fled over here. You did flee. Why did you flee, sir?
How did I flee? I didn't flee. What do you mean fleeing?
Over there.
I wanted to explore the world. It's just that you don't travel. People who travel want to travel and see other countries where they were not born. Doesn't mean they're fleeing. I'm not fleeing.
Dude, you ain't seeing. You fleeing.
I
went over there to see, and then I brought my ass back home. You ain't leaving. You say you go over there once. You ain't going back over there. You done fled and you stayed over here, nice and safe. Stop playing games, sir. All right.
You're lying. I'm not fleeing from anybody. I wish I would know you. I would take you to Africa and go to different places. Then you can come back in your space and say the truth.
You ain't even trying to go to different places over there, sir. You done got the hell up out.
No, man. I fly there every year. For my holiday. Towards the Christmas I'll go.
Listen, and over in Zimbabwe, you have some nice parts over there, but there's still some economic challenges over there because there's
What about in the States? What about in the States?
Dude, let's keep it a buck. They got all types of sanctions on them over there. In Zimbabwe. That's why a lot of people in Zimbabwe got to go down to South Africa to get stuff popping. Let's be real. A lot of my friends there, in order to go get their pilot's license, they had to go down to South Africa. You can't wire money at certain places. It's weird. The economy, it's a real interesting dynamic over there economically. So don't act like it's popping. All right. And I love the people over there. They were very kind to me. But let's be real. It ain't popping like you're trying to make it seem like. A lot of them have to get the hell up out of there because of the economy is kind of shaky and shoddy over there. But go ahead.
Whatever the narrative you have, man, I think it's fucked up. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's not messed up.
Yeah, it's fucked up because you're trying to lie to people and make you follow you on a screwed up narrative. Just be honest, man.
What the hell did I lie about? Name one thing I lied about.
Wherever you go in the world, there are always going to be good things and bad things. So you're only blowing up.
Did I lie? What did I lie about? I didn't lie about anything. What did I say that was untrue on this phone?
What is untrue? Because what is untrue is your narrative that Africa is fucked up. It's not fucked up, Africa. Africa is actually rising, actually. Because it was under colonialism. We kicked out the white men.
Y'all didn't, dude.
We kicked out the white men out of Africa. If you really read history, go on the history and read it. We had to fight wars for actually.
Y'all didn't kick the white people out.
My nigga, you don't read history, man. Read history, African history.
Really? Y'all keep the white
read African history.
Really?
You're talking about
damn history. I done been over there. White people over there living large. South Africa, they're living large. Nigeria, the white people there are living large. Zimbabwe, you want to keep it a buck? I saw white people over there living large. The East Indians living large. You want to go there? Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Come on now.
That's why I said I can't argue with somebody who doesn't know African history. If you know African history and you're following the trends that is going on, then we can argue. But if you're arguing on your phone,
don't you? Because you want to babble to get away from the truth. Who owns a lot of those businesses in Zimbabwe? Let's keep it a buck. Who owns a lot of those businesses in Harare downtown? Who owns those businesses?
You don't know anything, man. Stop
Who
lying to the
owns
people
the
listening to you. You don't
businesses,
know anything.
dude?
I'm trying to talk to you in a conversation, but you're just jumping
Who
over the place.
owns those
The people
businesses?
who are fucking your country, America, is the Latinos, the Spanish who are
Right, you
coming from through the border
babbling.
in millions. But you blame the Africans.
Okay, I'm not gonna let you babble because he don't want to get real. All right, you want to talk about your homeland, dude? I've been all over your homeland. I love the people of Zimbabwe, but when you go downtown Harare, them East Indians and Arabs own all the businesses there. Come on now. You want to talk about all those nice homes? Yeah, they're nice homes that the Indians and Arabs live in. Bruh. Come on now. And he knows where I'm about to go with it. See, a lot of folks, they try to talk crazy when you ain't been over there. I've been over there. You're not going to run that Wakanda game on me. Yeah, there's some nice homes out there. Arabs and Indians live in them, and they run all the businesses there. Yeah, let's say that. They love coming in with these half-truths. Oh, there's a bunch of countries who got dual citizenship. Senegal, Ghana, Sierra Leone. Yeah, if you drop a huge bag of money off to them. Well, citizenship is not easy. Yeah, it is easy when you bring your ass over here. So you're not going to run the Wakanda con game. All right? Y'all are off code, and then y'all want to come over here, and then you want us to prop up Africa for you while you flee. And then you want to sell the Wakanda stuff about all the gold and the minerals and all that, but you ain't over there utilizing them. We ain't going for that no more. Y'all please stop that. We are not going for there's diamonds all over the place and there's gold and they've been running that game since Alfred Sam. That's the Alfred Sam scam that I call. And y'all go look up Alfred Sam. I talk about him all the time. He was one of the first people running that there's diamonds everywhere scam. He went over there to Oklahoma telling black people, oh, when it rains over in Africa, man, there's diamonds in the streets. Man, y'all go over there. Ain't no racism. The land is beautiful. You can grow crops. Ain't no racism. And everybody's going to be one people. And black people went over there and got finessed. It was a big ass finesse. Tasidi, hop on Tasidi. Tasiti. I think that's your name. Ma'am, you want to get on? Tasidi.
Hi. Personally,
Hello.
yeah. A quick contribution that I wanted to make was that when we look at these the situations, setups, and how things are run in certain countries or across the globe, it is very important for us to understand the socio-political or geopolitics, and understanding a clear understanding of geopolitics is very important. We do have a lot of an abundance of minerals in Africa, and yes, I do agree with you that the bulk of those minerals are not benefiting Africans. But I don't think when we are sitting here, we would honestly blame maybe the black people or the native people of Africa for not for their inability to access those minerals. I think we need to look at issues not from a single story point of view. Part of the reason why those Africans like myself and all other Africans who are listening here cannot access those minerals is not because they are dumb. It's not because they are not fighting to be able to access them, but there are so many powers involved in that, and those powers do not end within the borders of African countries. Talking about Zimbabwe, for example, the players that control the power that determines who owns what do not end within the borders of Limpopo, which is the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe, or maybe in Chirundu, where Zimbabwe borders with Zambia. It's a lot of players. The United States included, European nations included. So I do not think that we are just people who are on those space. I don't think we have the power or any influence on what happens. And it does not mean that Africans are not fighting to have that power to own the means of production. They really, and if you look at most of the Africans that come to the United States, do come here as students, and
Right.
I do not think. I will tell you something. I have a friend who is from East Africa who was telling me that, you know what? I wish I could just I wish I could just finish my studies and maybe work in the United States and live in Africa, if that was possible. It doesn't mean that people flee Africa because it's stinging there. They come here because of that geopolitics that is being played, not by you, not by me, not by anyone on this space. There are powers beyond our level that control. They know better what's happening in those countries more than you do, more than I do. We may sit here and think that we know. I may be holding a political position in maybe a political party that I support in my country, and think that I know exactly what my leader stands for. We don't know. There are only a few people, maybe 1% of the total global population, who know exactly what's going on in the world. Talk about minerals. You know what? You don't just mine those minerals and just go and sell them the way you would do, maybe the way you would sell maybe a pound of a kilo or a kilogram of tilapia, to say we will just sign a deal with company X. You know there are policies. You can't just go mine your diamonds and bring them to an open market, a free market. There are
Now,
global
where are you from?
policies.
Now, wait,
So we need to understand global
hold on,
politics.
hold on. Now, where are you from? Hold on, where are you from?
Where
By the
am I
way.
from?
Yeah.
Why do you ask? I need to know. I was taught in the
Okay.
United States that I have to ask. Why do you want to know?
Okay, why is that a trick question? Because if somebody asks me where I'm from,
Okay, I
Detroit.
am from Southern Africa. As you can tell, I'm not a native speaker. I'm from Southern Africa. Next question.
and that right and, okay, and that right there is the problem, man, because that's a shame. That comes from an inherent shame that you have of your own homeland, where you have to act like it's a trick question. That wasn't even a trick question. And you got hostile just because somebody asked where you were from. If you ask me where I'm from, hell, I was born in Detroit, raised down in Alabama. My family's from Alabama and North Carolina. There's no shame at all. And that's the problem. Y'all have a hang up about your own lineage, man. That's a problem right there. You guys have a lot of hangups about your lineage, where you came from, and there's a lot of shame there. And y'all come here and project a lot of that stuff onto us and then kind of wag your finger. You see, right there, that was very weird. That was a very simple question. It wasn't a trick question. You dig? So don't try
So
to sell the Wakanda package.
why do you
No,
think
no, 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 no. Don't sell the Wakanda package to us. And somebody asks you, "Hey, where you from?" By the way, why, nigga? Why are you talking about that? Then trauma. Then all of a sudden you get a trauma flashback. Good Lord. Man, okay, ma'am, go ahead, ma'am. I'm trying to. I'm being very.
why did it come out as shame in your own like
Because
how
that was a simple question. I was just asking where are you
I
from
wanted to know
first,
why. I simply
because
wanted
first
to know why. I'm not ashamed. I would be ashamed to consider myself as Black American, right? Because I'm not. I am a proud African. There's nothing there's nothing inferior about being African. If anyone has
nobody said that.
told you that
You're
Africans are
saying that to
inferior,
yourself,
we are so
ma'am.
proud.
You are convincing yourself because you guys feel that way about yourselves. Like I've said that. We've never said that. In fact, foundational Black Americans, we don't sit around denigrating you. You're the one going around talking about this. I should not have to feel inferior. You already feel inferior if you feel like you have to say that. We never said that about you. You go around projecting your own insecurities about yourselves onto us. Ma'am, what I asked you wasn't even a trick question. Let's keep it a buck. That's where the problem is. Over there, is such off-code behavior where y'all have to leave, and then you go around trying to convince us that, oh, it ain't so bad, it ain't so bad. And then somebody asks you a simple question, where you from? And then all of a sudden, the female genital mutilation flashbacks start coming in. Yeah, y'all got hangups about where you from and where you fled from. Y'all had to flee from some of those places because a lot of it is just not popping. And then a lot of you guys try to run this game on us and finger wag us to try to have this fake kumbaya that y'all don't have. Y'all don't have a camaraderie with us for the most part. Many of you don't. There's a lot of vitriol towards us. And we're saying we want you to leave your vitriolic mindsets back where you came from. Don't bring that over here to us. Don't bring your hangups over here to us. Don't bring your babbling and splaining over here to us. I'm landing your plane for you, ma'am. Because see, when we ask a simple question and then all of a sudden you get a trauma flashback, see, that's something else. And we don't want to have to deal with your trauma. You dig? We don't want to have to deal with your trauma. We're not saying a bunch of weird stuff about y'all. You'll come in the room and somebody says, "Hey, what's up, guy?" Oh, what? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm stupid? What? You think I'm stupid? You niggas, I am not stupid. I am smart. I'm smart as you niggas. What? What the fuck is wrong with this? Is that you come in the room with your insecurities on your sleeve, and the minute somebody says anything to you, you're projecting stuff. But hey, brother, how you doing, man? What do you mean I'm an African booty scratcher? Don't call me that. What? The fuck is wrong with this nigga? Let's keep it real. We got a lot of people who are non-FBA in here. Let's keep it real. Y'all, too many of y'all come from these traumatic ass backgrounds, and then you come over here, and then there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of contempt that you try to project on us. Well, Chicago and Atlanta is just as bad. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And because y'all had to flee from your homelands, there's a lot of insecurities there. You dig? And then y'all sit here and get upset when people point out that you had to flee. I don't like the word flee. You got to understand is the government. Okay. Then y'all want to explain. Y'all want to do all this explaining. I don't want to hear all the explaining. We understand the political. We look. Listen. You're not telling us anything new when you're telling us about colonial oppressive powers. Y'all think you're telling us something new. You're not. No, listen. We had to leave. We had to run from our homeland. You don't understand how oppression works. It's a government that is against us. They get all of our resources. We get colonized, and there is war. And then, okay, all right, we know. That's why we have to leave. You don't understand. Yeah, we understand oppression. Yeah, we do understand. But the thing is, as foundational Black Americans, we just choose not to flee. We choose to stand up and face the shit. You understand? And that's where a lot of your contempt comes from. Because we go through worse oppression. Don't tell me about the oppression over there. We're in the belly of the beast. We're living right under the most powerful military infrastructure on the planet, the United States government. We're living right in the belly of the damn beast, and we'll still stand up to the shit. We ain't fleeing. And that's where a lot of the vitriol comes from. You understand? Because we've gone through worse and we stood strong against it. We didn't flee. We said, all right, we're going to deal with this shit and get what we need to get. Even though we're still under the system of oppression, we ain't going to let them break us. We're not going to let them break our spirit. We're not going to let them break our resolve. We're still going to do what we do, even in the face of oppression. This is why people see us globally and they're inspired by that. There's an inspiration and a contempt. You see, people are inspired, but then some people who have insecurities, there's the contempt, like, oh, look at that nigga, when everybody's trying to act like those FBA niggas. They're not even real Africans. Yeah. That type of shit. Yeah? Come on now. Let's get some more people in here. All right. I think this is from South Africa based on the name. All right. My South African cat, hop in, man. And it's all love. Hey, we don't have no problem with nobody in Africa. I've been all over Zimbabwe. Much love to the people. They were very nice to me. All over South Africa, very nice to me. But come on now, don't sell a package like I ain't been over there and seen what was going down. Don't try to sell us a package now. What's up, man? Hop on. Moxie, whatever your name is, I can't pronounce your name, brother.
Come on, man. It's simple. It's an Olisi. That's an African name. Gotta do the click.
Okay, well, shit. I ain't doing all that, but go ahead.
Listen, I'm in Johannesburg, so it's sort of 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm actually laughing, because some of the stuff is really funny. I mean, the last speaker, you ask a simple question, where are you from? She says, Southern Africa. That's actually funny. Because she's from Zimbabwe. I can tell you that. The accent and then the logic, if any. She's from Zimbabwe. And as you know, I've listened to your spaces before, but you've been to South Africa. We now have people in South Africa call themselves South African Zimbabweans, South African Congolese, and so forth, because everybody's just flocking in here. And when they come in here, we have the same problems as pro-Black Americans, about people who come in and say, oh, yeah, well, you lazy, you uneducated, even when the stats are showing, something totally different. But because South Africa is the last, African country to have the political freedom, if you want. I mean, it's only 30 years, give or take.
Right.
And now, granted, South Africa has a better infrastructure, compared to most of the continent, countries in the continent. It's not the best, but it's better than what we have in the continent. And with that, obviously, there's quite a lot of economic activities that are happening here. So South Africa is actually, we've got elections coming up next year, and the biggest issue right now that all the political parties are starting to make noise about is illegals and illegal immigration and so forth, because for some reason, probably that you're facing there in the US, the borders are open and people are just flocking in. I mean, we have folks who come as far as Pakistan, Bangladesh, have come in here and they've set themselves up with capital that we don't know where it comes from. And I say this because most native South Africans don't have that kind of capital. We only now starting to, at least some people run their own businesses, whereas 30 years ago, you wouldn't be allowed to even operate in certain sectors. And these are facts. This is not an excuse, Tariq. These are facts that there are certain sectors that apartheid government said Black people should not be allowed to manufacture X, Y, and Z. Just going to give you an example. Probably people don't know how South Africa is set up. We have what is called townships, which is basically, I mean, I haven't been to the US, so I apologize for this. So I wouldn't even say they're like projects, but because
no, they're not projects.
They're not projects, right? So, but these are
nothing like we anything the equivalent of townships in America.
Sure.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Townships are they're a bunch of shanty towns, basically.
Well, not necessarily, but yeah. But what happens?
They're shanty towns. What you mean? Not necessarily.
No, we have shanty towns. We call them, informal settlements. So let's put a little bit of respect to people's homes, because it was apartheid special planning. And there's a houses with amenities, right?
Look, bro, I done been over there to Mashpumalele. I done been over there. Those are shanty towns.
Yeah, those are shanty towns. Yes, but Soweto is not a shanty town. That's what I'm trying to get at. Right. Okay, so I'm giving you that context. And listen, I live here. I know what a shanty town is. Mashpumalele is a shanty town. Outside the outskirts of Soweto, there are shanty towns. A lot of them. I'm trying to build a picture here, right? And I'm getting to the point. And here's my point. These places that we call townships, which, according to government, were Black people supposed to live, right? Because Black people were not allowed to live with white people in the beautiful suburbs of Sandton and wherever, right? So we come from a long way. So even those places with our townships, and I work in the townships, Black people had to fend for themselves, i.e. corner shops and other stuff, right? But Black people are not allowed to manufacture what they are consuming. And that's a fact.
Right.
Now, what has happened is after 94, because even white people, that's how crazy apartheid was Black people shouldn't go to white places, inverted commas, and white people shouldn't go to Black areas or townships. That's how crazy it was. But now, after 94, the Group Series Act, which was the law, apartheid law, was scrapped. What has happened is that big business, which is corporate South Africa, which is white, and multinationals, moved into these townships to further extract and actually make more money out of Black people. In other words, we now have, South Africa's got shopping malls from here, I don't know to where and come back, okay? We have more shopping malls in South Africa than the continent combined, fact. And most of these shopping malls now are moving into the townships where people are, where the buying power for fast-moving consumer goods is found, because as human beings, we have to eat, right? But here's a kick, Tariq. None of those malls, in fact, not even a percentage of those malls are developed by Black people.
Right.
People who live in those areas. So what those malls have done, typically a simple shopping mall will come in when they develop, and it will have anchor tenants already. These are big retailers, okay? So number one, those big retailers that are coming in through that mall are also not owned by Black people, because there's certain put money aside, right? But we have from corrupt government officials to God knows what. But long and short of it is that we've got all these malls, and everybody, unfortunately, people get excited. Oh, we've got a mall, so we don't have to take, public transport to the nearest town for shopping. So all the shopping now is done in our neighborhood. But guess what?
Right.
All those shops and everything. So the point I'm making here is that.
Okay, I got to land your plane because there's other folks calling in. But thank you so much, brother. It was going to take a minute to land this plane, but he had to land your plane for a minute, brother. But I got your point. All right, let's get Eric. Eric, hop on.
Hey, brother Tariq, how you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
I'm good, sir. I'm glad to see you putting these people through the ringer, because these folks ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. That last person that just got up here a couple of callers ago, when you asked her where she's from, and I get tired of certain Africans doing this shit, man. But when y'all go to the immigration office, y'all always give them the sad story about where y'all from. But when it comes to foundational Black Americans, y'all want to just put us through the ringer like we don't know what's going on over here, man. So I just want to really land my plane and just say to every African person who's on code, y'all need to start regulating these people when it comes to them just talking all type of crazy shit. So I just want to land my plane to just say, keep doing your thing, brother.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, look, when people start talking about the government and whoop-de-whoop, oh, we cannot get it. You got to understand, over here, it is oppressive. Look, dude, and look, when we say to them, how come y'all ain't really reaching out to try to assist us with anything? Because it's all about what we can do for them. If we ain't bending over and acting as damn red carpets for everybody over there, then we're divisive. See, there's this entitlement now that we're supposed to sit there and just keep propping y'all up, and it's one-sided. We're supposed to ride for you and understand your plight, and it's one-sided. And when we talk about some of the things we have to do to get certain laws passed, oh, shut up, nigga. You leave the white people alone. It's that shut up and leave white people alone shit. And then when we say, hey, man, we're going to just delineate, then y'all want to say it's divisive. But I don't want to hear about what y'all can't do because of the government. This is why I said earlier, our strength comes from the grassroots. What we're doing without the approval of the dominant society, what we do on our own. It starts with the grassroots. All of our movements, the grassroots got on code. We didn't have any tribal beefs, and we started looking out for the best interests of the group. And then other people started to get on board. Some of our Black professionals. I want y'all to understand, foundational Black Americans, and I always point this out, how we were not only instrumental in getting things popping here as far as just basic rights for Black people within the law as we know it, but even the independence movements over in Africa. We were still under the thumb of oppression here, but we still mustered up the strength to reach out and assist brothers and sisters over there in the motherland. I always point out, when the Italians were trying to invade Ethiopia, it was foundational Black Americans lining up all around the country to assist. When the colonial powers were dominating the people in those colonized African nations, do y'all understand how many Black lawyers over here were helping them navigating international law to get those colonial powers off of them? It was a lot of lawyers here, foundational Black American lawyers, that were stomping for them, providing legal advice and legal representation to a lot of those African nations trying to get their independence. People like Clarence Clyde Ferguson Jr., people like that. Look some of these people up. It was foundational Black American lawyers helping these African nations understand international law to get their country set up and get the oppressive powers off their backs. That's why people like Malcolm was going over there to Africa, and some of those African students who were coming here, like Obama's dad and all those people, and I talked about this before, that again, that was a foundational Black American grassroots movement. When those students were coming over here, early 60s, because you didn't have the immigration thing popping like it was. They didn't really want Africans over here at all. It was the Black grassroots that was funding them, helping them to come over here and get an education. It was Black churches raising money to get Africans over here to get a goddamn education. They were staying with Black people. Who the hell you think they were staying with over here in the middle of Jim Crow? It was foundational Black American families bringing them in, letting them stay in our homes, let niggas borrow deodorant and all that old shit. And you know what I'm saying? It was us doing all of that. Let's keep it. Who's giving the thumbs down? Hold on. Oh, this is Giancarlo. Okay, this is the Latino tether. I thought it was okay. I thought it was somebody significant. It's a nobody. Okay, I'm like, who's giving a thumbs down? It's a wannabe Anglo Latino tether. So yeah, you don't count. Well, of course, you're gonna get a thumbs down. But yeah, and Giancarlo, even you, when the Spanish were colonizing your countries down there in South America, y'all had to go run to the Haitians. Y'all had to go run to Dessalines for help. Y'all had to go to Dessalines and the Haitians to get the Spanish off your ass. All right. Anywho, let me see. We got some people giving the thumbs down. Let's get Carlos in here. Carlos, hop on. All right. Hop on, Carlos. I don't remember you being on here before, but Carlos, hop on. All right. Carlos, where you at? I guess Carlos ain't trying to say nothing. All right. Let's get okay. You hear Carlos?
Hijo de puta, chinga tu puta madre, cabrón.
Now, Carlos, I do not want an order from Chipotle. It's too late for me to eat. I don't like to eat after 12. All right. So let's see who else is on here. I think he asked me if I wanted a burrito salad, and it's too late. I don't want to eat that late. And that citrus dressing messed with my gout. So let's see who else is on here. Giancarlo, was that one of your cousins? All right. And let's see who else. Because we do have a lot of folks in here. And I ain't going to be out here too long because I got business to handle. Let me get one more good call in here. One more good call. Who is this? It's Barry Akon. Barry, you want to hop on? Barry Akon. All right. Barry Akon, and then we'll get Holistic Honey. Look like we get the Tether Trolls in here tonight. So
Tariq, what's going on? Thanks for letting me up. Oh, sorry, Barry. Go ahead.
Let's get Barry, and then we get Holistic.
Hey, Tariq.
Barry,
look, I get your your perspective on a lot of things you talk about. I watched all your documentaries, and I'm looking forward to watching the newest one.
Yes,
I do have a disagreement with the fleeing thing. My parents obviously were born in Nigeria, and obviously I'm a non-FBA. I was born here in America, but your philosophy or your perspective on fleeing, I definitely disagree with it. A lot of Africans didn't just disagree. Didn't just flee just because.
dude, stop.
Like
stop. I got to stop being ashamed. Stop with the shame, man. And come on, man. Stop being ashamed. Y'all got a bug in y'all ass about that, dude. There's videos out now all over West Africa, man, where boats are pulling up and grown ass men are just stepping over each other, running to boats to get the hell out of there, dude. Let's stop. Let's call it what it is. See that y'all got a lot of bugs in your ass. Y'all try to make it seem like some Princes of Munda shit where y'all came over pretending to be poor and you got a mansion. Yeah, that's y'all tell women that at the club. Y'all been so used to telling the Princes of Munda lie. And when people tell the truth, then y'all come on, Tariq, I like you, nigga, but don't say that. Don't say flee. No, just stop. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. We're gonna get real. See, the
Well,
first step.
Tariq, isn't it extra embarrassing when they leave? Like, they leave their people behind, and the people that leave would naturally be the most intelligent, the people most capable of leadership. At least that's what I would think. And they're leaving their people with a brain drain. How are they ever gonna like rebuild their country with people? I mean, frankly, I don't want to be mean, but the lower like half of the quality of the various groups. Would you agree with that? That makes
Now,
it even worse.
holistic. Are you in Canada or the U.S.? You
I'm
sound
in
Canadian.
actually. No, I'm in Ireland right now. Why?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew there was some kind of Northern European thing. So your family's from Ireland, right?
No, I'm not from Ireland. I'm a globetrotter. I'm rootless.
Oh, okay. What are you doing in Ireland, out of all
What,
places, right now?
whatever I feel like.
Oh, okay, because Ireland is not really a vacation destination, but where is your family originally from in Europe?
Yeah, I'm meeting one of my EGFs, so it's not a big deal. Where's my family originally from? Frankly, I was grown up in an orphanage. It's a little embarrassing. It's kind of a touchy subject, so I don't know where my family
It's
was
not.
from.
It's not. Just say you're embarrassed because you came from the slums of Europe. Okay, and that's another
Well,
thing too.
let's say I did. Is that bad?
Okay, no, because let's be clear. Because I don't want you. You're not going to point the finger over at the African nations when many of the suspected white supremacists, y'all come from the slums of Europe and you had to flee too. So you can't point the finger at them, and you fled yourself. You see, that's something else that y'all got to deal with.
Wait, I
Because
was agreeing with you.
I understand, but the thing is, you fled too.
Why are you bullying me then? I
Because
was
you
trying to be
can't point
friend.
because no, I'm not Jesse Lee Peterson. You're not going to sit with me to point fingers and denigrate Africans because that's a
I would
family
never.
dispute. All right, but that's a family dispute. I don't discuss family disputes with outsiders, especially one who came from a fleeing damn lineage itself. You fled too, sir. You come from fleers too, right?
Okay. Well,
All right.
I don't think it's bad for you to assume that, but I mean, I was born into
No,
the MK
not
Ultra
an
program.
assumption. That's not an assumption, sir. Your family fled from the slums of Europe, and you're Irish. That's probably, if you're in Ireland. I don't even think you're in Ireland. You're probably Irish, but you're not in Ireland. Ireland is not no tourist destination. Ireland is a high class slum right now. And that's probably where your family is from, sir. And you're probably ashamed to admit it. That's why you're dancing all over the question. A lot of you
No,
white
I'm not
supremacists.
dancing. I admit the charge. I was a
No,
baby.
no. You're just kind of trying to troll your way out of it. But
No,
you
I'm not.
probably, yes, you are. You came from the slums of Europe with head lice, um, with a potato famine stomach. And if it weren't for foundational Black Americans creating and building and the foundation of the most powerful nation in the country, or in the world, rather, you would still be over there scratching your ass and digging for roots to gnaw on. All right. So let's get somebody else on here. All right.